Hi, my name's Chris Bright. I'm a Wales Futsal International and the joint head coach of the UK All Type 1 Diabetes Futsal team, and UK Coaching have asked me to share my top tips on coaching people with chronic health conditions during this time where we're dealing with social distancing and isolation. So my first top tip would be to consider the player's psychological well-being at this time. For people living with chronic health conditions, it's often a 24-hour-a-day, 7-day-a-week illness and condition that they've got to deal with, which at this current time is actually, for most people living with them, put them into a high risk bracket in terms of the risk towards coronavirus. So actually, being able to offer some support over the phone, through technology, video calls, all that sort of stuff, would be a really great use of any coach's time. Another tip that I'd give would be to maybe consider trying to support the player or athlete with the chronic health condition and their lifestyle. So can you help consider ways that they might be able to use different equipment, use the space that they have, and also thinking about what that kind of looks like for them, and nutrition, because obviously if you can support them with making other changes that will help them when they benefit coming back to the sport or the exercise, it's only going to enhance their performance, maybe their enjoyment, their understanding in other ways, which whilst we're in a difficult situation is going to be beneficial for the player. My next tip would be to also encourage players to keep in touch with each other on social media, through whatever connective mechanisms they've got online, to share and talk about the situations that they're in, and also for people with chronic health conditions to then also utilise those same mechanisms to speak to people with their chronic health condition, because it will help them also adapt to this same situation that we're all in currently. I think this tip goes for anybody involved in sport, but using this time to kind of refocus and evaluate where you are currently with maybe your goals and what you're trying to achieve out of your exercise, your sport, but also consider if there's anything you would change from a chronic health perspective in terms of the management of it. Has it gone well with the current regime? Are there any sort of chinks in what you're doing and things that keep causing you a problem? Can you analyse those now and think about maybe something else that you might try to overcome the obstacle within your sport or your exercise when you eventually get back to going back to normal? So using this period to evaluate and look at your successes, but also plan for your future successes with goals.